Most people confuse activity with progress. They go to the gym, they eat the right foods, and they tell themselves they are on the path. But if you ask them for their resting heart rate trends over the last quarter, or their blood glucose response to their standard breakfast, they have no data. They are flying the machine blind. In the Wealth Blueprint, you would never operate without a quarterly balance sheet. In the Vitality Protocol, the 90-day audit is your balance sheet. It is the moment where we stop guessing and start measuring. Today, we perform a clinical dissection of your progress. We are asking, are you actually improving? The machine-like grind requires a ruthless commitment to the objectivity factor. Your feelings are unreliable. You might feel like you are getting stronger, but without the data, you are susceptible to the placebo of effort. The 90-day audit is designed to strip away the ego and reveal the raw performance of the hardware. It is the 1% standard for biological management. The first pillar of the audit is the biomarker scan. You cannot know the state of the engine by looking at the paint job. You must look at the oil. Every 90 days, you should audit your blood work. We are looking at the high-performance markers, your highly sensitive C-reactive protein for systemic inflammation, your HbA1c for long-term blood sugar stability, and your lipid panel. If your hustle is driving your inflammation through the roof, your system is leaking. If your glucose levels are erratic, your energy is volatile. The audit tells you if your lifestyle is building the machine or burning it down. Next, we address the structural output. This is where we measure the hardware upgrades we've discussed, lifting heavy, and the cardio connection. We audit the 3-rep maxes on compound movements and the VO2 max estimates. If these numbers haven't moved in 90 days, your training has reached a plateau of stagnation. You are maintaining, not evolving. The machine-like grind demands a constant upward trajectory of capacity. If the output isn't increasing, the input must be redesigned. Then there is the recovery efficiency audit. We look at your sleep architecture and heart rate variability, HRV. Are you spending more time in deep sleep than you were 3 months ago? Is your HRV the primary indicator of your nervous system's resilience trending upward? If your recovery metrics are dropping while your work is increasing, you are running a deficit. You are nearing a system crash. The 90-day audit is the early warning system that allows you to recalibrate before the hardware fails. The cognitive bandwidth factor is the final diagnostic. We audit your deep work capacity. Are you able to sustain focus for longer blocks than you were 90 days ago? Is the cognitive fog we identified in the biological audit clearing? Your physical health is a leading indicator of your mental power. If your body is improving, but your brain is still sluggish, there is a data leak in your nutrition or your neurochemistry that needs to be addressed. The psychology of the audit is one of detached realism. You must be willing to admit when a system isn't working. If you've been following a specific diet or training program for 90 days and the data shows zero improvement, you don't try harder. You pivot. An engineer doesn't get emotionally attached to a faulty design. They fix it. The 90-day audit gives you the permission to evolve. To execute the 90-day health audit, you must become a collector of your own data. You use the wearables, you get the tests, and you log the lifts. You treat your body with the same clinical scrutiny you give your business. You don't hope for health, you engineer it. The machine only improves when the feedback loop is closed. Measure the markers. Audit the output. Upgrade the hardware. Activity is not an achievement. Do you have the data to prove you're getting better, or are you just going through the motions? If you're ready to close the feedback loop and join the 1% who actually track their progress, subscribe. The Vitality Protocol is your new standard. We will see you in the next deep dive.